close. The tripod's off a little bit. There we go. Alright, so this next project I'm working on is not exactly a woodworking project, but sort of is. There's woodworking involved. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how you like it. I'm going to do this first part off camera because it's going to be very loud and very sparky and just not good. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, step one is done. I chopped off a piece of metal here. I got my piece of wood. And we're going to put these together. I'm going to cut this in half. Put one on each side. And make kind of a knife out of it. I'm going to see how that works out. And I'm going to have to try to figure out how to heat treat things and stuff like that. So that should be fun and interesting. But all in all, it should be an interesting project. We'll see how we do. But now we're going to go down to the grinder. And I'm actually going to let you guys in and watch this one. Mainly because I don't want you to not see anything. And this should be interesting. Let's see how we do. Let me see if I can adjust the camera for you. So we'll be right back. Alright, so I've added a marker line in. Kind of how I want it to be. So we're looking for a blade, something like that. So where this is will be taken off and made into a blade on both sides, eventually. Let's try to copy this over to the other side. Blade's still a little warm, so that's fun. Boy, I cannot do this backwards. Well, it's a first try, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to take the middle and carve down all that in the middle. So let's join. Oh, let's get our pliers. I have a feeling this is going to get mighty warm. Woo! Let me tire on that. It's not cooperating with me today. There we go. Alright, now I can work with it. Let's see what we can do, guys. Getting somewhere. You can see that. Getting somewhere. This is taking a heck of a lot longer than I thought it would. A heck of a lot longer. I'll come back to this and show you guys where I am in a little bit. Alright, so just hang in there. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so what I figured out, it's obvious I don't know much of what I'm doing here. But I do know that I need to hone it with something better than that wheel there. And I do have a nice sharpening stone around here someplace. There we go. I believe I can use to really bring a better edge in. I don't know if this is something I should do yet or after I make the handle. I think maybe we'll work on making the handle first. This is not going to be a super sharp knife, I can tell you that much right now. Maybe if I spent a lot of time on it, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to work on making the handle. I'm going to put it on, we're going to shape it, and we're going to see how she turns out. Although I did want to do a little bit more work on the back end of this, because I wanted to have it rounded off and not have that square edges there. So let's get back to doing that. That's definitely a little better. I'll have to do a little sanding, but that's no big deal. So let's start chopping this up into 2 pieces. Figure out how we're going to hold it on there. I've heard epoxy works well, but I don't know if I have any of that. We'll have to see what we have lying around the shop. But it's not too bad so far. We'll have to do a little shaping, but we can do that. Let me get to measuring and cutting. Let's see what we can do here, guys. Alright, we did a little measuring, found the center of it. This is definitely one where I'm going to want to cut on the line, not to either side of it. So I might actually do this one by hand too. I know power tools are quicker, but I think this one might be a job for this thing. Alright, let's get this in a vise and start cutting. I know it's not the best view, but it's working sort of. This is not so easy to cut. There we go. Well, we're done with that. So now we got 2 pieces. A little piece we got to trim off here, but no big deal. And we shall have to put that on to here and figure out how we're going to do that. I think I'm going to have to clamp this and then drill a hole through it and hold it on there while I shape it with some sandpaper or something. Something like that. We'll figure it out though. Let me get some clamps here and we'll go from there. Alright, got a clamp pretty much in the center here. I'm going to put a hole here and a hole here. And we'll put through there and kind of get it held down that way. At least for a time being. I think I may switch to pins eventually. You put them in and you kind of tap them down so that they mushroom. But we'll see what that works out. So you're looking at something sort of like that. I'm going to round out the edges a little bit. But for now I need to put a couple screws in, so let's see what we can find, huh? Let's see, I got some over here. It may just work out. No. Maybe. No. No way. No. Ah, maybe. No. Not as easy as it looks, guys. These might work out, though. Let's see. Something like that, maybe. See how that fit through. Oh yeah, that'll fit through. I can file off the edges too, file off the ends. I know I got nuts for these someplace. This will give me an idea how big my hole has to be. Let's see, if I were a nut, where would I be? There we go. Ooh, that's some big nut. Let's try one of these smaller ones here. Ha ha ha! We got nuts and screw. See another one? No, we definitely know how big we need the holes to be. And that could be very big holes. That's good. I may countersink these a little bit so that we have space. And we'll put our hands around it and we're not grabbing right a hold of those things. So let's move over to drill press. Well, let's find a drill bit. The right drill bit is going to be important here. Let's see. Yeah, you look like about right. Something along these lines. Okay. So I will put this in the drill press and I'll meet you over by it. See you in a little bit. And we're through both sides. Excellent. Let's get a little countersink going on here. Got a little one right here. We'll do this in a regular drill though. And make a little hole there. Right? Meet me over at the workbench. There's gonna be little holes, so. Put down here a little bit. This is a hardwood I'm using here. Don't need to go too deep into them. There we go. That should do for now. Not trying to get all rambunctious here. Just want a hole big enough that these heads sink in a little bit. And so do the nuts. See how this works out. I definitely have to talk about getting a camera person in here. I need a Phillips screwdriver. Be right back. Never hurts to have a Phillips screwdriver on hand. I should have thought of that before I started doing all this. Because of course I was going to need one. I still need to do some carving on this handle here. And a few other things I want to do. Especially to these bolt heads. And bolt, where it comes through. You'll see when I get done. There's a couple areas there I want to play with. I wonder if I should do one the other direction. Yeah, I think I will. Now that while that blade is not really sharp, it's sharp enough that it'll catch your fingers. I don't know if it'll cut them, but it'll definitely catch them, and it doesn't feel really good. It's caught me a few times already. That wasn't fun. Alright, here we go. There we go. I feel better now. I actually have a handle on this thing. As it may be. So we're going to have to take these bits off here. You can see they kind of stick out on both sides. I'll screw this down even better though before I do that. So they're nice and tight. Now I'll take it to the grinder, and we'll take these off, get them a little bit flusher mounted. That could have been a little better. Let me undo this one. I don't like that. The nut was sticking out a little bit too far for me. But luckily it's easily fixable. Just a little bit of maneuvering. Let's put this down here. Shouldn't take too much. There we go. That should be better. So now, get this in here. We'll pull it over to the workbench over there, the other workbench. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 workbenches. And we'll get this ground down a little bit. Yeah. Alright, meet you over there. Ahoo! That's hot! Woo! Woo! Wow! Okay, whew. We are going to let this cool for a little bit because this is really hot. Wow. Wowzers. Whew. All right, sit right there. Okay, we'll be back when this cools off. All right, so, excuse me. So I think it's time I'm going to start shaping the handle a little bit to fit my hand because right now it is not exactly finger friendly. We'll have to fix that. I'm going to use the grinder here, but we're going to use my mask because Lord knows what's going to be shot up at my nose, and I don't want that. So I'm going to put that on, and next time you see me, we will be at the grinder. So see you there in a few seconds. Okay. Ooh. All right, we're getting somewhere now. Now I think we got a decent handle on this thing. I'm liking that. You can actually fit your hand in there. It's got to do some sharpening on the blade for sure. And that's where I think this hone will come in. Sharpening stone. Just a little bit of time. Over time, just every day I come out, I should do this a little bit more. And eventually, it'll get really, really darn sharp. I guarantee that much. It's got no choice. Yes, I think this will work out nicely. So, wasn't too much woodworking in this one, but we had a little fun doing something a little different. I will have another woodworking project soon, though. But yeah, this will get there, slowly but surely. I'll get this done. Maybe one of these days we'll make a sheath for it. We'll see how it works out. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.